and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thank you for watching us. We are coming to you from San Jose today, where on our program is Eric Tooley, who is the Product Marketing Manager at Blue Coat Systems. Hello, Eric.
Hi, Rich.
So first, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
I thought we'd start off by discussing Blue Coat Systems and what your company's up to.
Well, Blue Coat Systems is a big company with a lot of value stories in different markets that we work in with security and acceleration and visibility. But in a nutshell, we make the internet faster and safer. And the only way that you can do that is by knowing what's actually on the network. So that's actually something that we have news to talk about today.
Okay, so before we get to the news, just give me a little bit more depth. How are you making it faster and how are you making it safer?
We have a WAN-op solution that will cache and optimize and split stream content that's coming from the WAN into your corporate network. It helps remote users feel like they're getting application performance just like users at the central office of the company. And if you've got, let's say, a weekly CEO ego cast where they're streaming half an hour of video, this is what is important to the company this week, instead of having that same stream be multiplied by everyone in your office, it comes in once. The Blue Coat Proxy SG appliance splits it into every user. So you've got one video stream coming in, and it's just coming out on your LAN where you have ample bandwidth. So that's an easy way to do it.
Awesome. So now, please, tell us about the new stuff.
Well, you can only make something work better if you know what it actually is. And let's take, for example, you've got a customer who calls their IT desk and says, Oracle is slow. My backup key's failing. It won't save. It times out before it's done. It's easy to conclude, oh, well, the network's broken. There's something wrong with the network. And depending on maybe what marketing message has resonated with you that week or what somebody has been trying to sell to you, you may think, oh, if things are slow, I need to accelerate it. Or if things are slow, then maybe I read in the paper today that people spend 2 hours a day at work on Facebook, and so I need to tell HR to forbid people from using Facebook. So you can throw money at solutions and you can invent rules and hope that they might solve the problem, but you don't really know unless you can actually see what's happening on the network itself. Not just how fast your WAN link might be, but what applications are running on the network, who's using them, where are they going, and how well are they performing. So this has been part of Blue Coat's visibility value story for a long time. Our Packet Shaper appliance lets you install that into your network. You log in, you can see all this information about apps on your network, and then you can also decide to do something about it. If you see that you've got a user who's downloading a huge BitTorrent stream, you can say, you know what, I'm going to cap that down to 10K, and that way BitTorrent will say, hey, that's got a really slow connection. I'm not going to send any more people to this IP address, and you've just solved a big problem. But if you thought that you just needed to add a WAN-op solution to solve your network performance problem, then you're using the wrong tool. So that's been a very successful product for Blue Coat, the Packet Shaper product. But until you actually see it on your own network, you might have an idea like, oh, I've been in charge of this network for years. I know what people are using. I know who's causing the problems. And you are making decisions based on a lot of assumptions. So what we are introducing now is the Blue Coat Assessment Service. What this service is that a Blue Coat partner will deploy a loaner packet shaper on your network. It will look at all the traffic that's going through it, define what applications are responsible for the traffic, and report that up to a cloud service that we host with our technology partner, Vineyard Networks.
Who's your technology partner?
Vineyard Networks.
Okay.
And in that cloud service, we have a reporting engine where you can log in and you can see graphs and charts and reports and say, actually, you may have thought that SAP and CIFS and Microsoft Exchange were your top 3 apps, and you'll be able to see for sure what your top 3, and in fact, your top 10 applications are on your network.
Right.
You may find, like, well, there's that BitTorrent evidence that we talked about before. You may see that you really do have a lot of Facebook traffic because a lot of people are playing the games from Zynga, like Mafia Wars and the farming games. So
Farmville.
Yeah. You may also find that you've got a lot of encrypted web traffic. Like who who are these people? Where are they going? Are they introducing security issues into my network? Do I need a solution like a proxy SG that will tell me about the exact websites, what category those websites fall into? Is it politics? Is it shopping? Is it spyware or malware effects? Armed with that information, you get this report. You look at it and you can say, you know what? I see evidence that backs up what I'm observing on the ground. And so I know where I should invest my budget. You get X amount of resources to work with, and you have to be able to say to the person who signs the checks, I'm proposing a packet shaper and a proxy SG appliance for security because we clearly have a problem with the wrong apps being in our top 10. Our business critical apps are not getting the bandwidth they need because everyone's downloading iTunes or there's other competing traffic. And we clearly have a problem with spyware because we've identified these spyware effects. So this is what I need, and here's the evidence to support that. And I don't need to spend money on more bandwidth. I don't need to maybe replace my 5-year-old routers with new 10 gig routers. Maybe that's not where the problem is.
That's great. So we've got about 30 seconds left. What's next for the company?
We still have a big push going into virtualization.
Okay.
We talked about WAN-op before. For the most part, WAN-op solutions tend to be a big box with a lot of hard drives in it, and for big offices, that's a great fit. We have a virtual appliance, the Proxy VA, where a small office or a branch office can have their server that runs all of their services, have it function also as a WAN-op client to give acceleration and optimization to even the smallest offices in the network.
That's great. Well, good luck with that, and thank you so much for being on the program once again.
Thanks, Rich.
Nice to see you.
Appreciate the time.